Hello again and welcome back. This is William, and I'm wearing one of my new summer casual shirts that I'm going to call it from my friend Monica, and I feel really good in it today. So good that I went out to do business in it with my friend John X. And John took a liking to my shirt, but didn't think it was quite as professional, I think, as he would have expected when I met up with him. But I feel good in it, and I feel good tonight. But John, this is for you. I appreciate you. I love you, John. And I wanted to do a part 2 from a previous video called Can I Receive? And after I did that, I started thinking about it, and it kind of kept stirring in my head and in my heart. And I thought, is there enough there? Is there enough meat on the bone? Is anyone going to get excited about it? Is anyone going to really think? Is it going to hit home? And I never know. None of us never know. Which part of the Word of God, at what point is it going to really hit home and strike a nerve and get our attention? But what really kept stirring in me is the fact that when I stopped receiving from people, and the reason, and I look back and it's directly related at the core from the beginning in my youth, when I was a child, when I was young, just in life and growing up Catholic. But I realized that when I did not get my way, and someone had to change my diaper, and I'm not talking when I was 1 or 2 or 3 anymore, when I was a young person, it's like I didn't get my way, or somebody hurt me, or somebody offended me. And I developed a terrible response system for this. I became so controlling, and it led right into my adult life, that it's just ruined so many relationships. At the core of the failure of my marriages, it was terrible. But it all had to go back to I didn't get my way, and my response system to when I didn't get what I want, when the expectation or outcome of a job, a relationship, a situation, whatever my inner desires were and were not met, man, I was just a big baby. It's like, seriously, change my diaper, at every age of life, especially when I became spiritual and a Christian, and I got the paper on the wall that says I went to school and I'm a licensed minister and I'm holy and I can marry and bury. That didn't mean a whole lot of anything, because at the core of who I was, my motives, my heart, my love, my intentions, they were controlling, like crazy controlling. And the whole time was so I wouldn't get hurt. And the most terrible part is I hurt so many people by living that way and making decisions and building relationships that way. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. But it totally backfired. It was a trap from the enemy. And I tell you, it's just nasty, nasty stuff. But I was under such deception. I was so tricked and fooled by the enemy as far as how to process letdowns, discouragements, when I didn't get my way and I couldn't be mature and grow up about it. It was just terrible. So I wanted to kind of put some more emotion on that and speak again about that and offer some help. You're going to hear a lot of help about this as we go. And I'm about to soon share my salvation story in another section, and also my transformation when I met Daddy. I'm ready to bring that soon. It's written. It's in here as a written story, but I want to share it live with some excitement, passion, energy, and enthusiasm, because it's really worth it. Life is good when you got it all together with God and the Spirit and Jesus, but for too long I didn't. But it all goes back to just that expectation and then developing that belief system. And I want to say this as I close. I appreciate a ministry called Theophostic Ministry. Started out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, with a man named Ed Smith. That's a real charged up name, Ed Smith. But I loved what I found out about Theophostic Ministry about 10 or 15 years ago. And it is a great tool to have in your belt. It talks about your youth and your belief system and what happens and what is impressed upon you. And you'll hear more about it later. But I appreciate Theophostic ministry. When it's done right, the enemy's abused it, twisted it, got people turning on it. But at the core, it's totally biblical. It worked. It's real. It's helped me. It's freed me. It's brought me into truth of the Bible so I can appreciate it. So look it up if you want, or give me a shout and I'll help you find it. But it was really good to clean up the past and help me grow up. So thank you very much. See you soon.